I'm 19 years old with a net worth of $65,000. I know that's nowhere close to rich, but using this channel, I'm gonna document how I'm gonna become a millionaire. Okay, for some context, I'm 19. I still live at home with my parents. I just graduated high school 6 months ago, and I've been working since my junior year of high school since I was 17. I don't come from a rich family. I'm not spoiled like that. I do get help, but nothing crazy. And this channel is gonna document my entire journey to becoming a millionaire. And I'm not bragging. I don't mean to brag at all. I just want to hold myself accountable and share with everybody else because I want to help you guys get rich too. So I'm going to share my net worth allocations first. So I got a spreadsheet here with all my numbers. Okay, to start with the basics, I'm just going to mention I got $300 in cash, which isn't much. I don't like to keep cash on hand. I'd rather put it in my bank account or invest it somewhere, but I got 300 bucks just laying around from whatever. Next, so I got my Roth IRA, which I opened through Charles Schwab, and I currently have $15,629.54. So with that, I've been investing for 2 years now. I just started my second year. I already maxed it out in January of 26, so that's nice. I don't got to worry about it anymore. Basically how that works is you can invest up to now $7,500 a year. So it'll just keep growing. And when you want to take it out at 59 and a half, it's tax free. There is penalties if you take it out early, but that's not in my plan. So I'm not worried about that. Okay. Secondly, we got my checking/savings account. It's basically all in checkings at the moment. It's $1,990.87. And I just keep a couple $1,000s in there always just to make sure that my credit cards get paid off or something comes up, I can pay it off. But I never keep more than, let's say, 5K in there before investing it. Okay, fourth is my brokerage account, which I have through Merrill, which is like the Bank of America program. And it's currently at $39,648.08. Yeah, so it's almost 40K in there. That's my main brokerage account. It's pretty much just index funds, which I'll do a video in the future explaining like index funds and mutual funds. But yeah. And then lastly, I just have physical assets, my car, my 2011 BMW E92 335i. It's worth about 7K. Cars are tricky because you can sell them to a dealership, you can sell them private, trade in, they all have different values. This $7,000 number is based on a private sell. That's about what I can get for it. So if you add those all up, it comes out to $64,568.49. Just short of 65K, but that's just from investments that are varying. And one thing I want to mention is net worth is not the same as income. Not even close. This doesn't show that I make a lot of money. It just shows that the money that I do make, I'm smart with, I'm wise with. And I'll get into that later, but one of the main goals and best things you can do for growing your net worth is to grow your income. Okay, so now that we've been over my personal net worth, I'm going to show you guys how I actually built that net worth. So the first step to building net worth, building wealth, is to live below your means and spend less than you make. It seems so simple to do, yet so many people in America just cannot do it. Everyone here has maxed out credit cards. They got car loans for cars they can't afford, personal loans that they can't afford at crazy, stupid interest rates, like 50% for personal loans and like 30% on their credit cards. You can't do that. You cannot build wealth if you're constantly spending your money on interest payments, on just stuff that you don't need. So that's first, living below your means. Okay, the second thing that helped me build my net worth was just saying no to dumb spending. This is another one that's pretty easy, yet people struggle with it for some reason. Everybody knows that there's things that we want and there's things that we need. And if you can just lower down the things that you want and only get the stuff that you need, you can take the extra income and you can invest it. And that's how you start to build real wealth. The third thing that I've done to actually build my net worth was just investing early and staying consistent. You want to start investing as soon as you can save like a couple $1,000s, because it's not about actually making money when you're young from investing, but it's about getting those habits like in your brain, solidifying them. So then when you have a real income and compound interest starts to actually do its work on your investments, you can start to make real money. but you got to build the habit first of consistently investing. It doesn't matter if the market is up or down on the day, on the week, on the month, whatever. You just keep buying, buy, because all of history has shown that markets just keep going up and up and up. And so there's no reason to not constantly be buying. And the last step that helped me build my net worth is just having a long-term mindset, okay? Stay away from crypto. Stay away from sports betting. That's a big one. Stay away from anything that promises you fast money, because it does not work in the long run. If you're trying to build real wealth, that stuff does not work. I've fallen for that before. I've lost like $4,000 in crypto. I've lost $3,000 on one cryptocurrency. And if I just took that and I put it in like an index fund instead, I'd be sitting here with that 3K plus another like $400, and it would keep growing for the next 40 years. And that 3K that I lost will probably be worth tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future. So you got to go at it with a long-term mindset. Okay, so now we're going to get into how I actually plan to become a millionaire in the future using this 65K. So my first goal, increase my income. So currently I'm making about 5K a month gross, which is not terrible at 19, but that's granted I'm working a lot of hours for not great pay. So my goal is to get my income up, because that's the best thing you can do. You can only save so much of a check. If you save 50% of $1,000, that's $500. If you save 10% of $10,000, that's $1,000, right? So if you can increase your income while saving the same percentage, which you should be able to save more, granted your living expenses are the same, that's the best thing you can do for your net worth. Me personally, I'm about to get my real estate license in California. I'm also trying to get into car sales. I currently work at a dealership and I'm trying to get into sales. So yeah, that's how I plan to increase my income, just increasing your skills. I always recommend to everybody, have a source of income and then have something on the side that you're doing to increase your source of income. Compound growth is gonna do its work, and within 10, 15, 20 years, you're gonna be making probably more money from your investments than you are from your actual income. And that's the goal. All right, guys, so the second step that I'm taking to become a millionaire, I invest almost all my money into index funds. So for those of you guys who don't know, an index fund, or you can do a mutual fund as well, they're pretty much the same thing, pretty much. It's just a big pile of stocks. Let's say you had 500 stocks and put them into one, so you just own a tiny percent of each one, and you can just buy that. So you can buy that portfolio of, let's say, 500 different stocks. And what that does is it protects you against risk, because you're hedging against your own investments, right? So let's say one stock in the index does really good, one stock does really bad. Well, then you just meet in the middle and you get, since the stock market pretty much goes up throughout history, you will get a return. They return roughly like 6 to 12% yearly, just kind of depending on the number. I think the average number people go with is about 7 or 8%, but you get to protect yourself from risk. And the last thing I'm doing to become a millionaire, not really finance related, but it's just working on discipline, motivation, and just living a healthy lifestyle. That's so important and people don't realize it for some reason. So I'm in the gym 5-6 days a week. I have my routine, waking up early. Don't stay up late on your phone. That's one of the worst things you can do. Just building good habits as well. So like, for example, make your bed in the morning. That's one thing that is super easy, and it just gives you a small win that's gonna keep going throughout the day. So that's pretty much it. That's my plan to take my net worth from 65K at 19 to hopefully one day millions. And pretty much if I keep it up at this rate, it's guaranteed. I recommend that you guys look into it for yourselves, see where you are personally in your finance life. I'm not gonna just post like my wins. I'm not gonna just post my losses. I'm gonna be documenting everything so you guys can see it. And so I can hold myself accountable. Also, I just want to say, if you're my age and you're like not close to this, maybe you're just starting, that's fine. I got a head start on some people, but then there's also people my age who are already making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. I'm sure you guys see all the fucking gurus on Instagram making like, oh, I make $1 million a month at 19. 99% of them are fake. just know that this is real. I'm not saying I'm the best or anything, not even close. I'm trying to get better every day, and this is gonna hold me accountable. And I hope you guys can use it to hold yourself accountable too. That being said, if you're interested in more content like this, please subscribe or just like the video. And if you guys have video ideas, comment down below, because I love new ideas, man. I'm trying to make a lot of content, so I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later.